Auto-tune time. Awesome. Lou, pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Antares, for everyone who doesn't know, great tools. And now they have also one version for the Universal Audio product line.
Yeah, it's Auto-Tune Advanced, which is our partnership with Universal Audio.
Yeah.
Basically, we wanted to give people an option for low latency monitoring with Auto-Tune without having to worry if their CPU can handle the loads depending on how big your session is.
Awesome. Now I remember back you had an Auto-Tune release for Universal Audio before.
Yep, it was actually our Auto-Tune Live, which is based on an older algorithm. The Advanced is now a much cleaner, more transparent use, but you still hear it used on a lot of pop records.
All right, so for everyone out there who already think he knows what he's thinking, there is a new version out there. We have a look at that?
Sure.
All right.
So what I'm going to show you guys today is Auto-Tune Pro, which I know has been around for a little minute. We also have EFX Plus, which I'll show you very quickly, but some of the features that a lot of people actually glance over in Pro is the Advanced, Classic, and Graph, which is actually pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you just a little bit about each. Now, right when you load up the plugin for the first time, you'll notice it actually opens up to this face. Now, a lot of times people just leave it on its default setting 20. It's actually kind of a common use, but what I like to do, honestly, is after I'm done tracking the vocal, I like to jump into graph mode. Now, in graph mode, you can actually go ahead and hit pitch and time if you want to actually stretch the time around, which I'll show you guys that right now. But I actually like to use it just to leave the actual tuning transparent. Not everybody's a bad vocalist. As you can hear, this is Des Flores, and what she's actually doing is just giving us a quick little lick. Now, you can actually tell it is a little bit sharp here and there, but if I want to leave most of it just fine, I can actually just go ahead and click, change the retune speed there, click here, take her sharp, and actually bring it a little bit closer to the actual note we're looking for. Same here. That one's actually pretty good so far. Take her vibrato, tighten it up a little bit. And you know what? We just got this one note here, and I think we should be good. Maybe tighten this a little vibrato, play it back. Anything that's not highlighted in green is actually unaffected. The green is actually the only part that's actually affected. We've actually cleaned up her vocal very quickly just by scanning it in. And if let's say that you already had a take and you said, you know what, but I like everything else with the actual modulation from Auto-Tune. So you can actually just go ahead and click Import Auto and just choose to tighten what you want to tighten up a little more. So you can actually get detailed and leave all the effects there that were there previously from just its standard setting. Now, these are some of the features that in Pro that a lot of people really enjoy because you can actually make quick, transparent editing. And for a lot of pop records that you hear on the radio, this is actually what they're doing it in nowadays. Now, the thing I wanted to show you too is actually EFX. Now, let's say that you actually want to have some fun and actually play with some of the modulation that people will get to know with a lot more hip-hop sound. Well, let's try this. Set this to the key. Crank it up. Now, as you can tell, it's actually giving a lot more modulation. You're actually hearing it bend the note a lot more. But we actually worked with people like Mike Dean to actually put some pretty cool settings out here. Now, some people, they just throw the auto-tune track. The EFX is very popular in a lot of hip-hop, and they just throw it on the record track just so they can monitor with it and everything. But sometimes they say, hey, let me do some ad-libs real quick. Can you filter my voice and actually throw it out to the left of me for me so I can actually do my backing vocals? You can actually double-click on ad-lib. Let's see here. Boom. You can actually hear it's actually filtered out the tone and everything. Now, it's not just that, but you can actually jump through a bunch of different settings. You can actually play with the auto motion. What I like to do is sometimes double the vocal by duplicating the track, go into auto motion, play with the different patterns. Set it to legato if you wanted to, jump through different patterns and see which one you actually like. And actually just kind of have a lot of fun. EFX is for a lot of creatives, while Pro is for a lot of engineers who want to actually treat the vocal and make it sound, naturally nice. But those are the main two plugins that a lot of people are really enjoying right now. We are always adding new plugins to the line and we're updating everything. And one of the best things now is all of our latest updates are actually iLok free. So along with the purchase of the actual license, you're actually getting 2 copies. So if you have a laptop system and a desktop system, you can actually run both systems without having to worry about if you had to carry an iLock around, if you forgot it at home, your auto-tune's still going to work for you. But that's what we have going on right now, EFX being the latest. Let me know if you have any questions. My name's Lou.
Thank you for this demonstration. I appreciate it. It's also available already?
Yes, it is. Auto-Tune Pro is at $399 and EFX at $199. We also have Artist at $299, which is a great middle ground for those who want the effects but also want the option of having a very transparent sound. And for everybody that's just getting into it, we have Access, which is only $99.
Awesome, so definitely check it out, and for all UAD users, this is the new version of the beta algorithm. Thanks so much. You see also the screen, the website. Thanks.
Not a problem.